Beloved child, let me draw you close with a mighty whisper that resonates in the depths of your soul. Listen carefully, for I am unveiling a fresh wind of renewal over your life. I see your secret tears, your muffled cries in the silence of the night, and I say, I am here. I speak not from a distance, but from the core of your being, where my spirit rests and moves. Surrender your fears and step into my abiding peace. Take heart, dear one, for I am faithful, unchanging, and eternally devoted to your well-being. I call you to cast aside every weight that tries to drag you into the shadows of despair. Feel my hand gently lifting your chin so you can gaze upon the horizon of hope I have prepared. Even when the world around you seems to roar with chaos, my voice is a steady anchor that dispels confusion. I whisper, be still, and in that hush, the mountains tremble and the seas bow in obedience. Hear me now. Nothing in your past or present can overpower the magnitude of my everlasting love for you. If you find yourself restless, wondering if my words are meant specifically for you, be assured they are. I have designed these moments like a tapestry, woven with strands of grace to meet you right where you stand. You have questioned whether my attention might be too grand, too vast, or too far removed to focus on someone like you. But I, the maker of all creation, have carved your name upon my heart. I hold your tears in a bottle, each one precious to me. Not a single breath escapes my notice, for you matter deeply in my kingdom. Come nearer, child. Let faith blossom in the soil of your uncertainty. Fear has tried to tangle itself around your dreams, suffocating your vision and robbing you of peace. But I am greater than your fears. I invite you to step beyond the boundary of doubt and walk on the waters of my promises. Perhaps you question the path you must tread. Do not fret, for I go before you, illuminating your way. The storms that rage cannot extinguish the flame of my guidance. Lift your eyes to me and watch how I scatter the darkness that once threatened to swallow your hope. Peace is my gift to you, not a fleeting sense of calm, but a profound stillness rooted in who I am. The world clamors with its own brand of so-called peace, but it is fragile, conditional, and momentary. My peace, however, anchors your soul through every tumultuous wave. When anxiety trembles within you, when the voices of circumstance roar for your attention, remember my invitation. Come to me, and I will give you rest. You are never disqualified from approaching me. Let the winds howl, let the storms rage, let the doubts whisper. None of them can endure the power of my spoken word. I want you to be confident that my eyes have beheld every trial you have faced and every victory you have yet to claim. My presence is not a mere concept or an intangible ideal. I offer a tangible reality, a holy covering that fortifies you in every season. When the desert of loneliness seems endless, remember how I provided streams in the wasteland for those who trust in me. When sorrow fills your nights, recall how my mercy births joy with each morning's dawn. Thus you can stand resolute even when the environment around you attempts to stifle your spirit. Let me remind you of my track record in your life, for remembering my faithfulness fuels your faith. Have I not carried you through trials that once loomed like giants? Did I not part the waters when you felt cornered by impossibilities? I ask you again, as you stand at the threshold of new challenges, why do you fear? My power remains the same. My mercy endures beyond time's limits, and my hands hold you securely. Surrender your anxious thoughts, for they cannot add a single day to your life. Fix your gaze on me and watch how giants fall before the might of my grace. If you hear disheartening news, if people bring rumors or threats to your doorstep, let my voice overshadow their noise. I am the one who says, "Peace, be still." I spoke the universe into motion. Do you not think I can speak calm into your swirling mind? Let every rumor hush in the presence of my authority. Let every chain that shackles your heart loosen at the mention of my name. In my kingdom, every knee must bow and every tongue must confess my sovereignty. I stand guard over your destiny, so trust that nothing can unfold outside my permission or purpose. When it appears that countless obstacles surround you, or when your own mistakes have led you into valleys of regret, do not recoil in shame. My arms are outstretched, ready to envelop you. Even if the entire world crumbles and people cower in panic, you are not alone. I am the refuge that stands firm, unshaken by the tremors of life. I will be your unyielding fortress. These are not empty words. They carry the weight of my everlasting commitment to you. I do not give up on those I love, and you, dear one, are cherished beyond measure. In your heart, there may be a silent question. Do you still love me, Lord, after all I have done? Receive my emphatic answer. Yes, I do, unwaveringly. My love is not a contract dependent on your performance. It's a covenant sealed by my own life, given for you. Even if you stumble, even if you trip over your own weaknesses time and again, my hand remains extended. I rush to lift you from the dust. I do not point an accusing finger. Instead, I bind your wounds, and I speak life over your bruised spirit. I am the God who rescues and restores. When you doubt my gaze rests upon you, recall the times I protected you from unseen harm. Reflect on the episodes where you nearly fell beyond recovery, but I intervened. Even in your weakest moments, my voice whispered, "Live." That was me, breathing fresh hope into your fading embers. And I will do it again, unflinchingly. If you fall into the pitfalls set by your enemies, I will retrieve you. If your trust wavers, I will stand firm on your behalf. My mercy is a river that never runs dry. Let it wash over you now, cleansing every residue of shame. Hear these words deep within. No force, whether earthly or spiritual, can separate you from my love. No adversity, be it famine, chaos, or sickness, can dismantle the bond we share. In every difficulty, you are not just a survivor. You're more than a conqueror through me. You turned away from your old ways, and I have claimed you as my own. You have proclaimed me as your Redeemer and your guardian, and I have declared you are mine. Do not mimic those who curse my name when trials emerge. They fail to guard their words and betray their own hearts. Remain faithful, for my grace abounds even for them, though they do not realize it yet. Stand firm, for you are not called to blend in with those who mock my words. Pray for them, yes, but do not let their unbelief quench the flame in your spirit. Press onward, child. Progress forward, step by step, leaning into my strength. Stagnation is not part of my design for you. I have prepared an open field of possibilities, abundant with opportunities for growth, for reflection, for courageous action. Breathe in the crisp air of freedom and move forward without timidity. I, your Father, supply you with a backbone of steel, an inner fortitude that will astonish the voices of doubt. Every morning, awaken with this mantra on your lips. My Lord goes before me. Kneel in prayer, not as a ritual, but as an active declaration of faith. Invite my presence to overshadow every plan, every conversation, every decision. Engage with my words, for they are life, clarity, and guidance. Remember, I specialize in making the impossible possible. No door remains shut when I choose to open it. I will help you navigate complexities that baffle human wisdom. I will do so with precision and with love, ensuring that even the stumbling blocks become stepping stones in your journey. It brings me great delight to see you remain calm and rest in my all-sufficient peace. Calmness is not a passive retreat, but a posture of strength, rooted in the knowledge that I am in control. Yes, you are entering a realm beyond the ordinary, a supernatural life that defies earthly logic. This is not a fanciful illusion. It is the reality of walking hand in hand with the Creator of everything. Trust this promise, and your eyes will witness wonders. I have seen your tears and heard your cries. I know every detail of your story, and I respond not with condemnation, but with compassion. Let me emphasize, here in my presence is your truest refuge. When you kneel to pray, be it in solitude or among others, do so with reverence, for in that act, you invite the armies of heaven to attend to your petitions. Be still, my precious one, and guard your heart against anxiety. Recall how your soul has found solace in my embrace time and again. I am renewing you, strengthening your resolve, and fueling your spirit with hope that transcends every earthly boundary. Whisper to me that you accept this gift of peace. Affirm in your heart, Lord, I believe and I receive. The enemy would have you remain in turmoil, but my love is stronger than any plan formed against you. My love is a fortress of mercy, and my grace shields you from the arrows of despair. Even if you have faced betrayal or scorn, rest assured I am turning your scars into testimonies of my redemptive power. Watch as I exchange your ashes of sorrow for crowns of joyous victory. No weapon forged against you can succeed when you stand aligned with me. I recognize the swirl of anxious thoughts that sometimes saturate your mind. Perhaps you replay scenarios or imagine dire outcomes, but remember my voice. I speak calm into the fiercest storms, and they submit. If I can command the wind and the waves, how much more can I pacify the raging seas within your heart? Gently yield to my whisper, allowing my reassurance to soothe the tempest of your emotions. Even now, I release my peace upon you like a refreshing breeze, driving away every worry that clamors for your attention. You are heir to blessings reserved for my children. There is a richness you carry, though it often hides beneath the rubble of fear or misinformation. At times you have been intimidated by phantom threats, stirred by the voices of those who hold no real power over you. You have the choice. Either dwell on the gloom they project or cling to my unwavering promise that I, and I alone, determine your destiny. Let their words fade into the background. My pronouncement over you stands triumphant, spanning from the first breath you took to the final beat of your heart and beyond. The floods of life may rise and the flames may crackle, yet you are not consumed. Countless souls may surrender to panic, but you are called to a higher plane of trust. I am your shield, your protector, and your endless reservoir of strength. In my arms, you are never abandoned. When chaos attempts to upend your stability, cling to me with unwavering perseverance. This is my solemn pledge. I will walk with you through the fires and carry you across the floods. Courage is your portion, and faith is your banner. Open your heart wider. Feel my tender touch diminishing your doubts. Each beat of your heart is an echo of my sustaining grace. In this very moment, my spirit is dissolving the barbs of shame lodged in your memory. The echoes of ridicule once directed your way. Let it all go. Focus on the certainty of my love, for it never falters. Nothing you have endured is wasted. I weave every thread of your experience into a masterpiece that brings wisdom, empathy, and humility. Today you stand more discerning than before, equipped to safeguard the vulnerable and to lead others to freedom. Yes, your time of liberation has dawned. You are in a season of readiness, no longer a timid soul, but a warrior of empathy and fortitude. Remember, the adversaries of your progress are not blind to your potential. They see the light you now carry, and scheme to sabotage your progress, aiming to snatch your peace. Do not allow them to infiltrate your joy or corrupt your faith with their toxic seeds. Reject the illusions of fear. Remain anchored in my word. If anxiety tries to re-emerge, place it at my feet promptly, and let my peace prevail. Let me reveal this truth. My love is vast, like an ocean without shores, and my mercy runs deeper than you can fathom. My spirit stands guard, refusing to allow new attacks to breach your defenses. Yet even if you stumble in weakness, I promise to lift you up again. You might ask, why such unwavering devotion? Because I am your Father, and you are my beloved. Should you trip on the path, worry not. I will personally rescue you from any snare. Should your path flicker, overshadowed by negativity, I will still champion your cause, purifying your heart and filling it again with my life-giving word. Release the assumption that I would ever turn my face away from you. If you find yourself ensnared, I will be there to deliver you. If your faith falters, if your thoughts spiral downward, I will fight on your behalf. My forgiveness and restoration are never withheld. Nothing and no one can remove you from my embrace. Neither the sword of conflict, the chains of poverty, the ravages of sickness, nor the torment of oppression can sever the bond we share. Hear this affirmation once more. You are more than a conqueror. You turned your heart to me, and I recognized you as my treasured child. You have openly professed me as your Lord and your protector. Stand firm in that testimony. Do not mimic the multitudes who easily cast blame toward me when adversity strikes. Their words drip with complaint, and they ignore the wellspring of life flowing from my throne. They choose bitterness, cursing their fortunes instead of seeking my counsel. Yet my love for them endures, although they do not discern it. My child, do not wander in such shadows. Walk uprightly, blessing and not cursing, praying for those who have mocked or wounded you. Let compassion guide you. Let hope steer your steps forward. Stop hesitating. You have lingered long enough in the valley of indecision. Today, I extend a dynamic opportunity to you. I am igniting within you an unwavering spirit, a resilience like tempered steel. March onward, eyes fixed to my leading. Let bravery surge within you as you confront every opposition, be it physical or spiritual, that attempts to stifle my plan for your life. You have grown stronger than you realize, molded by the hands of adversity into a champion among champions. Do not fear the challenges ahead, for I stand with you as your constant support. Consider each morning a fresh start, a divine invitation to reawaken your faith. Feed your soul with my word, for it nourishes and fortifies the core of your being. Present before me your prayers, your hopes, and your innermost thoughts. Know that there is nothing beyond my reach. I carve paths through solid stone and make rivers flow in barren deserts. My consistent help is yours, stretching from daybreak to twilight, from your earliest breath to your final sigh. With me, no circumstance is hopeless. My peace is the anchor that steadies you, the quiet confidence in the midst of a tempest. Behold, I am ushering you into a life beyond the natural realm, a life where the supernatural becomes familiar. Miracles are not relics of the past, but gifts I lavish upon those who walk by faith. Step out of the shallows, dear one, and plunge into the depths of my presence, where extraordinary encounters become the norm. Do not be afraid. I have been preparing you for such a time as this. Shake off the timid mindset and stand tall. You are my beloved, equipped by my spirit, and I delight in every step you take toward freedom and authenticity. Come closer, I call you again. In my presence you find your rightful place, a sanctuary of grace and acceptance. When you bow your knees, be it physically or figuratively, do so with reverence, for your posture of humility invites my armies to act on your behalf. Allow your spirit to sink into the stillness of my heart. Breathe in my peace that transcends all understanding. There is no fear in love, and I am love incarnate. Let not your heart be troubled. Let my gentleness wrap around you like a soft garment, protecting you from every storm that attempts to rage within. The atmosphere surrounding you right now is charged with my transformative power. Open your heart wide and proclaim, I receive it, Lord. My resolution is set. I will bless you. You have lifted your voice in desperation, and I have heard your plea. Expect a turnaround in your circumstances. Anticipate radical change as my divine orchestration realigns all things for your good. Where chaos once reigned, my peace shall bloom. Where scarcity once loomed, my abundance shall overflow. This is not wishful thinking. It is my promise sealed by my unfailing word. Trust in the certainty of my plan. Peace and stillness, these are the melodies I sing over your life. Even when the clouds of fear obscure your clarity, do not forget that I am the conductor of every storm. With a single command, I silence the roaring winds, and the tumultuous waters obey. Lay your worries aside and discover anew that I am your serenity. I have tamed your anxieties before, and I will do it again. Let your soul rest upon the unwavering foundation of my faithfulness. For I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. Breathe deeply now. Feel that release? That is my grace, saturating your entire being. Your mind may swirl with urgent questions, overshadowing my gentle whispers. But here is a sweet assurance. My voice penetrates the clamor, calming the turbulence within you. I invite you to experience the unshakable calm you crave. You have been adopted into my family, heir to blessings that might still lie unseen. Do not allow the shadows of doubt to eclipse my divine light. The enemy whispers, "What if?" into your ear, sowing seeds of dread. Yet my response remains, "Even then I am with you." I overshadow your fears, overshadow your regrets, overshadow every attempt to steal your peace. Be still in my presence. Let the news, gossip, and other distractions fade like fleeting echoes. I have the first and final say over your destiny, and my word cannot be overturned. Even if multitudes unite against you, even if remnants of past mistakes haunt your dreams, you remain my cherished possession. The ground may quake beneath you, but stand tall and unwavering. I have formed you to be a beacon of courage in a trembling world. Look to my unshakable foundation and see how I hold you close. Fear not, beloved, for my faithfulness will never depart from you. I reaffirm once more, I will never forsake you. This is the apex of love, a love you can rely upon no matter your circumstances. Pause for a moment and feel the sincerity of my voice. I am healing your hidden questions, the unspoken doubts that linger in the corners of your heart. Breathe in my assurance. Breathe out your apprehensions. My love encircles you like a protective shield, warding off the arrows of condemnation and despair. In this intimate space, I am proving my love tangibly. Let your heart sense it. I am removing the labels and the humiliations that others have placed upon you. Know that I have called you by a new name, beloved, chosen, redeemed. The scorn you endured will not define you. Instead, it molds your compassion, shaping you into my vessel of consolation for those who wander in darkness. Every tear you shed becomes a glimmer of empathy that guides you to serve others with my heart. Nothing is wasted. Every trial you have encountered transforms into spiritual riches, wisdom, resilience, hope. My child, behold my presence as I bathe you in fresh strength. Where once Where once you withered, you now flourish like a tree planted by living waters. Where once you were immature, I have nurtured you into maturity. Where once confusion reigned, discernment now lights your path. This is your hour of empowerment, enabling you to fight for what matters, your loved ones, your faith, and my kingdom's purposes. I have seen you in your hidden corners, wounded yet faithful. Now, step forth in boldness, wearing the armor I have fashioned. You are prepared to be an agent of my love, a lighthouse in times of darkness. Still, I caution you, the enemy recognizes the calling on your life. Attempts to incite chaos and to sabotage your destiny may resurface. Yet, fear not. In me, you are shielded from every fiery dart. Let my words anchor your mind whenever intimidation surfaces. Even if your knees buckle in a moment of weakness, my arms will hold you upright. I do not cast aside the broken. No, I mend them, infuse them with my spirit, and release them with renewed fervor. Be assured I will not permit the enemy to triumph. My banner over you is love, and my presence stands as a fortress no darkness can penetrate. Do not mistake my faithfulness for inattention when you experience stumbling blocks. Rather, see them as stepping stones to deeper trust. If you lose your footing, do not hesitate to cry out, "Lord, help me," for I will respond swiftly. If your faith runs dry, I will reignite it. If negativity darkens your thoughts, I will wash them with my truth. I do not abandon those I love. Instead, I lead them from glory to greater glory, from faith to deeper faith, until my reflection is visible in them for all to see. Surrender every broken dream and every fractured moment. I specialize in reassembling shattered pieces into masterpieces. Let me dispel any lingering fear that I have turned my eyes away from you. Even if you stumble into traps your adversaries set, I will rescue you. Even if your confidence wanes, I remain at your side, unyielding in my devotion. Picture me the shepherd who leaves the 99 to find the lost one. That is the breadth of my love. Even when you feel unworthy, I see the priceless treasure within you. I will stand guard so no one can tear you from my embrace. Not famine, not sickness, not conflict. Nothing is potent enough to separate us. In all these trials, you emerge more than a champion. Remember your own confession of faith. You have declared that I am your Savior and your protector. You did not do this with half a heart. You spoke from conviction, choosing life over death, truth over deception. I have seen how you refused to deny me when circumstances turned bleak. This loyalty has been a sweet aroma rising to my throne. You are not like those who praise me in times of abundance, but hurl accusations during adversity. The ungrateful trample over my sacrifice, rejecting the gift of redemption. Yet I continue to love them and stand ready with open arms if they repent. You, my child, stand apart, shining like a city on a hill. Be cautious, however, that you do not become prideful. Rather, remain steadfast, praying fervently for those lost in unbelief. Let my compassion move you to intercede, not to judge. It is through love, not condemnation, that hearts are softened and minds are changed. Persist in your journey. Refuse to stagnate, for my plan involves forward momentum, expansion, and fruition. Today, I engrave upon you a declaration of boundless possibility. I place within you a resilience forged like steel, so that your spirit remains unshaken by any adversity. March forward in the confidence that my presence overshadows you, turning your battles into testimonies of my faithfulness. Even in new endeavors, bring your faith to the forefront, bathing your plans in prayer. Keep my word close, for it is a lamp to your feet, ensuring you do not stumble in the darkness. If you wonder, is anything too difficult for the Lord? Let my promise resonate. Nothing is impossible with me. Anchor your heart in that statement. I, the Lord, will strengthen you, guide you, and support you. Take heart, for my peace envelops every step you take. The hush of my assurance silences the thunder of the enemy's threats. Stay in my presence and relish the stillness that descends upon your soul. Your life is not confined to mere natural occurrences. A supernatural dimension beckons you. The roads ahead may be unfamiliar, but my grace is your compass, my love your fuel. With each obedient step, the impossible becomes possible. Watch as I multiply resources, turn hearts around, and orchestrate miracles beyond human comprehension. I am opening doors you never knew existed, aligning circumstances in your favor. Pause, breathe, and accept my invitation. Come, follow me deeper into the unknown, for I will reveal wonders that surpass your imagination. Yes, come closer. I yearn to clasp you in the closeness of my embrace. This is your rightful place, resting under the shadow of the Almighty, safe from the arrows of condemnation. When you kneel, do so in expectancy, for your humility stirs angelic movements on your behalf. Be calm and keep your heart untroubled. The arms that cradle you belong to the one who fashioned galaxies. This love that encircles you is the same power that resurrected my beloved Son from the grave. Embrace its fullness. Dare to trust in the unstoppable force of my affection for you. Affirm your acceptance of my gift. Confess with your lips, Lord, I embrace your peace. In uttering this, you invite the orchestration of my miracles into your immediate reality. My vow stands. I am determined to bless you. You have cried out, and I have listened intently. Prepare yourself for tangible transformation. Your story will no longer echo despair, but will herald the triumph of grace. The difficulties you once labeled as insurmountable will be repurposed as stepping stones to a higher testimony. Rest assured, I have no intention of leaving you in the pit of confusion. You are my handiwork, and I refuse to abandon you. Surrender your anxieties into my care. Let the incessant concerns fade away as you nestle in my protective arms. I want you to rest well, physically and emotionally. Let your nights be free of torment, and your days be crowned with peace. This is my gift to you, an unshakable calm that extends beyond fleeting comfort. I sing a melody of hope over you, dissolving the persistent shadows of fear that cling to the corners of your mind. Speak to me about your worries, and I will dismantle them. Lift up your eyes, behold my mercy, and watch doubt flee like startled darkness at the first light of dawn. Keep in mind the fullness of your inheritance. Blessings unimaginable belong to you because I have adopted you into my family. You are not an afterthought nor a mere number. You are my son or my daughter, known intimately and loved unconditionally. Often the blessings remain hidden, overshadowed by your fears of failure or dread of future calamities. But child, I am king over every tomorrow. Let no rumor, no speculation, and no pronouncement from mortal lips overshadow my eternal declarations. I have the last word in your life, from the cradle to eternity. Trust that I weave a tapestry of redemption and purpose even in what appears ruined. When adversity gathers like a menacing storm, do not crumble. Even if it feels as though 1,000 voices accuse and condemn, remember the verdict of heaven. Beloved, precious, chosen. Your mistakes may still echo, haunting you with regret, but my grace has the final say. The world may quake and others might falter, but you, my cherished one, stand anchored in unshakable hope. I, your God, stand guard. My shield of favor surrounds you. My sword of truth fights on your behalf, and my spirit of courage infuses your every breath. Fear becomes powerless when confronted with the magnitude of my presence. This communion we share right now is a testament of my love surpassing any earthly expression. It is not random or coincidental. It is an intimate moment, a personal message from my heart to yours. Let it settle in your spirit. that I'm aware of your questions, your desires, and your silent pleas. My hand rests upon your heart, gently sifting through your hidden doubts to bring clarity. When I say, I love you, it is not a hollow phrase. It is truth fortified by my sacrifice, proven by my resurrection, and sealed by my Spirit. Lean into that love. Permit my hand to wipe away the tears you have shed from disappointment and betrayal. Allow my warmth to thaw the frozen areas of your heart where hope once thrived but has been choked by sorrow. I see you, child, brimming with questions about your future, about your calling, about your worth. Indeed, I hold the answers. But the most important truth you need first is that my love for you is unwavering. Nothing can overturn my decision to pursue you. Be convinced that my pursuit is your safe haven, not a condemnation. The wicked who tried to shame you and break your spirit will never triumph, for I am lifting you above their reach. I rewrite your narrative, removing the scorn that once entangled you. Every chapter of pain transforms into a prelude to victory. Child, cling to that truth. None of your experiences shall be in vain. Everything you have endured broadens your capacity for empathy, expands your capability to minister to those walking similar paths. Today, you bear within you fresh strength, sharper discernment, and deeper maturity. You are well equipped to stand in the gap for others who have also suffered. Now stand. The era of your liberty is dawned. You have stepped onto the battlefield as a beacon of my compassion, ready to bring my light into the darkest hollows. Your enemies sense your new vigor and will attempt to uproot you, seeking to snatch your peace. Should you yield to their intimidation, chaos will invade your sanctuary. If you forget your faith and sink into the chasm of despair, anxiety will chain you once more. But here's my reassurance. I love you endlessly. My mercy knows no bounds. My Spirit remains your guardian, blocking every fresh assault against you. Yes, I declare it again. Even if you fail in your attempts or succumb to weariness, I will hoist you up. I do not abandon my beloved. Many times you fall prey to the notion that my affection hinges on your perfection. Discard that lie. My gaze never shifts from you, even in your failures. When you backslide, I will chase after you, not with anger, but with grace. If your faith flickers, overshadowed by discouragement, I will fight for you. I will cleanse you, restore you, and pour my word into the dry recesses of your soul until hope revives. Do not entertain the misconception that my face has turned away from you. If you stumble into the traps laid by your foes, I will descend into that pit and pull you out. If your faith wavers, overshadowed by negativity, I remain steadfast in my commitment. All the while I watch over your soul, preventing the darkness from enveloping your heart. I will not allow anyone or anything to sever the bond of my love for you. The powers of darkness tremble because they know my dominion. If hunger, disease, or war cannot separate you from me, then truly you stand as a conqueror in every circumstance. Do you see how you have turned from wickedness and pledged your heart to me? I do, and I proclaim it good. You have spoken my name with conviction, recognizing me as your Savior and Protector. Your loyalty shines during adversity. While others hurl accusations at me when tribulations loom, you hold your tongue, trusting my nature. Those who curse me belittle the sanctity of my sacrifice, but my affections remain extended. I will not cease to love them, though they discredit my grace. Your posture, however, is different, one of humility and faith. Cherish that stance and never tire of speaking hope and truth. Stay far from corruption, my child, and pray for those imprisoned by unbelief. Let their darkness not taint your brilliance. Push onward, unrelenting, never retreating from the heights I have in store. I shower you today with countless opportunities. I instill in you a brand of courage that stands up to adversity, an unbreakable resolve that testifies of my power in your life. March forward, resolute and confident in your stance against every giant that dares confront you. You have indeed grown in might and courage, blossoming into a champion of perseverance. Ignite your mornings with my word, fueling your spirit with unwavering truths. Yes, present to me your aspirations, knowing that all possibilities lie under my dominion. Remind yourself daily that I, your Lord, am near. I offer unceasing assistance from dawn to dusk in every aspect of your life. Abide in my peace, refusing to allow the storms to disturb the sanctuary of your heart. You are migrating into a supernatural existence where the extraordinary becomes your reality. I am inviting you deeper. Take my hand and do not fear. My presence is your rightful shelter. There is no safer place to dwell than in the depths of my love. Come and draw near. I am beckoning you with a call you have longed to hear. Nestle into my presence with reverence and devotion, for you stand on sacred ground. When your knees meet the floor in earnest prayer, my heavenly hosts mobilize at my command, ready to serve and protect you. I instruct you to remain calm. Silence the clamor in your heart. Let my comforting arms envelop you, giving your weary soul the rest it craves. Only say to me, I accept your peace, and watch how quickly darkness recedes. I am resolved to bless you beyond measure. You cried out for help, and I, the Lord, have listened. You have pleaded for your home, your health, your finances, and I have taken note. You are stepping into your season of restoration, where my spirit reassembles what was shattered. Remain attentive to my instructions, for my wisdom guides you step by step, ensuring nothing is lost and everything aligns for your good. I whisper into the corners of your heart, be still and know that I'm God. Your spirit thirsts for these living waters, and I supply them abundantly. My child, I see your struggles, but I also see your victory. For so long, you have believed lies that others spoke over you. The curses and hexes that aim to derail you are as nothing before my power. I am dismantling every scheme of the adversary, unraveling every trick that tried to ensnare you. In my domain, no dark force can vie for supremacy. Every knee must bow to my name. The earth quakes at my command, and evil forces collapse, unable to withstand my splendor. Precious one, do you recognize how defended you are? My holiness cloaks you like a shield, and my blood, shed for your redemption, protects you day and night. Weep no more tears of hopelessness. Wipe away your sorrow, for I lay upon you my robe of joy. You are not destined to remain in mourning. Let hope flourish again within your soul, for I am replenishing what despair robbed. Take courage, for my rivers of peace and gladness flow into the parched deserts of your heart. Do you hear my voice calling? Receive it. Do not doubt, but believe. Kneel in thanksgiving, praising me for the wonders you're about to witness. Lift your voice in gratitude for the miracles on the horizon, for I am the God who can do all things. I have listened to every silent question, every lonely sigh. Soon, I will resolve every matter you have carried in your heart. Your family will flourish under my care, health will find its way to your body, and provision will spring forth where there was once a void. In this new chapter, I restore all that was lost, returning it to you pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Perceive how I am charting a path for you, illuminating the way with each step. My child, my affection for you surpasses mere words. Trust that my promises hold firm through every shifting season. You have pleaded for healing, and indeed, I am the ultimate healer. I'm crushing the chains of deception, reminding you that no other power in the universe eclipses mine. The illusions that once portrayed my authority as weak are being scattered. The mountains quake at my command, for I am he who spoke creation into existence. In my presence, malevolent forces cannot maintain their grip. They kneel, undone by the brilliance of my glory. Rest in the shelter of my holiness. You are sealed under my covenant, protected by my blood. The nightmares that tormented you must vanish in the radiance of my love. I anchor your every tomorrow. No more tears of desperation, child. Let my spirit calm the turbulence in your heart. Allow me to remove the ashes of defeat, replacing them with my crown of honor. In the hush of this moment, I saturate you with a garment of praise. Hear that shift in your heart? That is my peace, overtaking anxiety, flooding you with uncontainable joy. Tell me you are accepting it. Confess your faith in my boundless capacity to uphold and redeem your life. Place yourself before me, let your knees bend, and give thanks with a grateful heart. I treasure your reverence, the honest unfolding of your innermost thoughts. Never think your burdens are too small to bring to my attention. I am deeply invested in every aspect of your life, from your simplest daily concerns to your loftiest dreams. My presence remains an unshakable fortress, a towering stronghold of grace. Come boldly to my throne, for I have already judged you worthy, covering you in my spotless righteousness. In my court, you find acceptance, not condemnation. I observe the weariness you carry, the heaviness in your eyes, the tension in your posture. Let my love peel away each layer of distress. Right now, I'm extending a fresh river of hope, inviting you to wash away your doubts. No matter how bleak your surroundings may appear, I impart beauty in the place of ashes. See yourself as I see you, valued, chosen, mighty in courage. My love breathes new life into the valleys of your soul that once lay in shadows. Do not fear the unknown, for I have gone ahead of you, clearing obstacles and opening doors. Watch as I breathe renewal into your home. Let my words echo in your living space like a lullaby of faith. Invite your family to partake in the blessings I pour out day by day. Each promise I speak carries the essence of my nature, unbreakable, steadfast, and infinitely kind. Develop the habit of gratitude, filling your home with praises and testimonies of my faithfulness. Magnify me through your prayers and declarations, allowing my glory to permeate every corner. Surrender every stronghold of anxiety, for my light dissolves darkness the instant it appears. In the ordinary moments, expect the extraordinary. The same hands that molded the stars and hung them in the night sky are shaping your future. Dare to believe in the impossible, for I delight in exceeding your highest imagination. I declare to you that wealth, health, deliverance, and prosperity find their genesis in my abundant grace. No mortal can replicate what I bestow. Let faith surge, dispelling every doubt that lingers in your thoughts. Who else but I can read the silent petitions of your heart and respond with an outpouring of unconditional love? Yes, I am the one who gave my life upon the cross. I overcame death so that you might taste eternal victory. I authored your existence long before you took your first breath. In my blueprint for your life, I meticulously planted seeds of purpose, orchestrating each chapter to converge for your good. Child, be reminded that I do not write half-finished stories. I complete what I start. My resurrection power courses through your veins, making every impossible barrier bow at my command. The enemy's greatest scheme was to convince you I am distant or unloving. However, my presence is here, present and potent. Many have been led astray by the illusions of the world, believing I hold no genuine concern for them or that my primary mission is merely to punish. They remain bound in a whirlpool of misleading beliefs, ignoring the open arms I extend. Yes, I am holy, yet my holiness compels me to draw near to the brokenhearted, to rescue the lost. In speaking to you now, I do so with kindness and patience, unveiling the radiant plans I have devised for you. It's essential that you trust this unstoppable affection, a love that is neither boastful nor envious, but abounding in patience and steeped in kindness. What can thieves steal from you if you hold on to the eternal treasures I lavish upon you? Mere possessions can be taken, but your faith, your devotion, your fiery determination to carry out my will, these remain untouchable. The storms may rage, but your roots go deep, nourished by my living water. You are my beloved, my creation, formed with intricate care. Let no one belittle your worth. Though fleeting illusions may vanish, the eternal truths I have spoken over you cannot be revoked. So, my child, stand tall in your identity as my son or daughter. Let the seeds of faith I planted blossom, producing a harvest of blessings. A future brimming with hope awaits you. Step forward confidently, knowing that the King of Kings orchestrates your life's symphony. Cast off the cloak of despair. Remember the words I have breathed into your spirit. You are not forsaken, and your story has not ended. Each winding turn in your journey leads you closer to the wondrous unveiling of my purposes. Embrace that new horizon. I am the lamp lighting your path, and my truth is the compass guiding you safely forward. In your approach to my altar, come with transparency. Lay open your deepest struggles. There is no fear of judgment here, only a passionate longing to see you thrive. If doubts cloud your mind, I have clarity to offer. If regret weighs on your soul, I bring forgiveness that erases every stain. My faithfulness stands unshaken, unaffected by your missteps or weaknesses. My presence is like a warm embrace, a constant comfort that travels with you to every corner of your life. Even when you stray, my vigilant love accompanies you. Hear my voice softly affirming, I will never let you go. Return to me daily, for this relationship cannot flourish on stale encounters. Speak to me as your closest friend, your devoted father. When the waves of life intensify, I will strengthen your arms to swim. When you stagger under burdens, my arms will support and uplift you. Where fear tries to build a fortress in your mind, I will dismantle it, setting you free to dream and live abundantly. Yes, thousands might stand against you, but you will be victorious because I reinforce you from within. I place my hope in your heart, and that hope is an anchor for your soul, steadfast and sure. In your words lies the power of life, so speak blessings over your family, your endeavors, and your own heart. Bless and do not curse, for you have tasted my unconditional love, and know it is not for hoarding, but for sharing. Through your testimony, you will break chains that have ensnared others for too long. Use the spiritual authority I have entrusted to you, stepping boldly into every circumstance with the knowledge that my presence goes before you. Offer solace to the wounded, proclaim deliverance to those bound in guilt, and shine my light in places overshadowed by darkness. Yes, healing will manifest where doubt prevailed, and my power will break the shackles of sorrow. I will restore your fortunes, not just financially, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Expect an overflow of my favor in every dimension of your life. Let your house become a sanctuary of my presence, your words a channel of my healing, and your hands instruments of my kindness. Invite the lonely into your circle, feed the hungry, clothe the naked, and in doing so you embody my compassion. Know that no labor of love goes unnoticed. My eyes see all. My heart rejoices in your acts of service. Do not fear the mistakes of your past, for I transform them. into stepping stones. Those regrets that once haunted you now serve as testimonies of my redemptive might. In your darkest hours, my light shone brightest. Let that memory be your constant reminder. If I brought you through then, surely I will do it again. Never let the enemy convince you that you are disqualified by your history. My grace overwrites your failures. My mercy envelops your shame. Rise from the ashes of brokenness, wearing a mantle of dignity, knowing you are a beloved child of the Almighty. I perceive the burdens that threaten to overwhelm you. Even if you barely hold on, one whisper of my name ushers in heaven's resources. I am that close, closer than the air filling your lungs, closer than the beat of your heart. I envelop you with a love so genuine, so patient, that all shadows flee. When you lift your voice in prayer, 1,000 angels rally, their presence a testament to my unwavering support. Rest in this knowledge. The King of Heaven is not merely an observer. I am intimately involved, shaping outcomes for your good, weaving mercy through every chapter of your life. The dryness you feel, the wilderness in your soul, is about to receive a deluge of my spirit. Streams of refreshing are springing forth, reviving your heart. Where bitterness tried to root, my grace plants seeds of compassion. Let me remove the residue of old hurts, old grudges. Harboring resentment benefits no one. Offer forgiveness lavishly as I have forgiven you. Release those who harmed you into my hands. Let yesterday's pain be overshadowed by tomorrow's promise. I hold your past and your future, weaving them together into a divine tapestry that showcases my ability to restore and renew all things. Fix your eyes on me and see how I redeem what was lost. The family members you prayed for will experience breakthroughs. The finances you need will materialize in my perfect timing. The health you fear might fail will be strengthened. Do your part in wisdom and faith, but never forget that I orchestrate miracles in ways beyond human understanding. Seek me wholeheartedly, and I will make your path straight. Your worship is precious to me, child. When you praise in the midst of a storm, you declare that I am greater than your circumstances. This act of trust ushers my supernatural intervention into your reality. If your knees buckle under the weight of sorrow, do not feel shame. Let those tears be seeds watered by faith. I promised I would comfort those who mourn, turning their mourning into dancing. Indeed, I excel at reversing hopeless situations, restoring double for every trouble. Every tear you shed is a prayer in my ear. Continue to speak to me, for in your vulnerability, you discover the depth of my strength. I do not scold you for your weakness. Rather, I envelop you in my grace and demonstrate my power within your frailty. Pause now, and let my spirit gently touch the tension in your shoulders, the heaviness in your chest. Breathe in my peace. Let out your worries. That warmth blossoming inside is my love assuring you, I am here, always, eternally. Child, no chain is indestructible, no prison unbreakable. I set captives free, restore sight to the blind, and lift the brokenhearted. Remember the stories. Mary Magdalene found wholeness in my presence. Zacchaeus discovered redemption. The woman at the well drank living water. Each encounter reflected my unstoppable grace. And now, that same grace is reaching to you in fullness. I entrust you with the same mission. Open the eyes of the spiritually blind. Let your life be a testament to the transformative power of the gospel. Proclaim liberty to those shackled by addictions, lies, or despair. Reflect my compassion to everyone you encounter. When you sense hopelessness around you, speak life. Call forth the spark of faith that may be buried deep in their souls. You carry my message, child, and my spirit anoints your words. Do not shrink back. Instead, blaze forward, illuminated by my guiding fire. Let your soul radiate, with the assurance that my kingdom is unshakable. Even as the systems of the world tremble, my throne remains established forever. Choose not to entangle yourself in the fear they peddle. Instead, anchor yourself in truth. If I can still raging storms with a word, imagine what I can accomplish in your personal battles. The same power that parted seas and calmed tempests is active for you right now. You may feel small compared to the world's giants, but I am the giant above all giants, and I stand at your side. As the day unfolds, move forth with unwavering courage. My angels walk with you, ministering to your needs, orchestrating divine appointments. Remain open and expectant. I may speak through a friend, a stranger, or even the silent nudge in your spirit. My voice is not always thunderous. It can be gentle, yet it can shift mountains of uncertainty. Fear dissolves when confronted by my active presence. Let gratitude flow freely from your lips. Thank me for what I've done, what I'm doing, and what I will do. Thanksgiving is the gateway to my courts, the entry point to further revelation and blessing. Remember the thief on the cross, who found redemption in his final breaths. There is no hopeless case in my kingdom, no heart too hardened. I am the God of 11th hour miracles. I leave the 99 to rescue the one, which means you are profoundly important to me. Eyes have not seen, nor ears heard, the fullness of what I have prepared. Dare to believe for more, for bigger, for deeper. Dare to let my spirit expand your capacity to dream. I am not limited by your resources or hindered by your weaknesses. In your quiet moments with me, let my words saturate your mind. Study the scriptures, for they pulse with my very essence, hope, truth, life, and power. Reading them is not a dead exercise. It is an encounter with my living voice. They remind you of my unbroken covenant. Reflect on my promises, reciting them in your heart until they shape your perspective. When challenges arise, recall my faithfulness in biblical accounts and your own testimonies. These recollections become the bedrock of your faith. They remind you that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. There is beauty in daily prayer, beloved. Each morning, realign your spirit with my heart. Mornings are new beginnings, reflections of the resurrection life I extend to you. Lay your anxieties at my feet. Listen for my counsel. Let my spirit breathe clarity into your decisions. Do not be conformed to the frantic rhythm of the world, but be transformed by seeking my face. My ways are higher, my thoughts grander, yet my intimacy remains accessible. You are never too far gone, never too flawed. Approach boldly, for I am your loving Father, delighting in your fellowship. Yes, dear one, I see your spirit softening in my hands. The cloak of heaviness is slipping away. You sense an emboldened posture rising within you, a renewed joy shining from your countenance. I trace my fingers over the scars of your past, not to reopen wounds, but to remind you of how far we have journeyed together. Those scars are trophies of grace, evidence that I heal, restore, and empower. I will never stop insisting on your victory. Every morning I whisper words of encouragement, saturating you with my love. This love plants seeds that bloom into powerful testimonies. Declare it now. I believe. I stand with my Father. I cling to his hand. Yes, my beloved, speak those words. By affirming your allegiance, you align yourself with my unstoppable force. No power of hell, no scheme of man can snatch away this sacred bond. Your heart is sealed in my compassion. This day I arrive at your door to revolutionize your faith, to give you a fresh lens through which to see my wonders. You have prayed earnestly, and I myself answer you, for I am the good shepherd who knows each sheep by name. Your faith is the key that unlocks the supernatural. Recognize that my love for you is limitless. No matter your spiritual state, weak, doubting, or fervent, I stand by you. Lean into my healing embrace. I see your wounds, your heartbreak, the nights you longed for just a single spark of hope. My arms cradle you even now. No condemnation drips from my lips, only compassion. I am slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love, eager to restore what sin or circumstances have devoured. In the dryness of your wilderness, I pour living water that nourishes your parched soul. Do not hide from my presence. Permit me to fill you with joy where sorrow once took root. Let the gentle glow of my holiness illuminate your path. I don't come with harsh scolding, but with a fatherly desire to see you flourish. My creation displayed my fingerprints, but my heart is best revealed in my sacrifice for you. Cast your burdens upon me, for I can handle what you cannot. I orchestrate moments of grace beyond your wildest dreams. Your family, too, stands on the verge of breakthrough. Lift them to me in prayer. Have confidence that I see their challenges, their joys, their needs. My plan extends to them, weaving them into your story of redemption. Walk with wisdom in your relationships, guided by the counsel of my Spirit. Let your words be seasoned with grace, building bridges where divisions threaten to form. Offer forgiveness before bitterness takes root. Peace, my precious child, is your inheritance. Cling to that truth. Let no storm dislodge you from the tranquility of being sheltered under the wings of the Almighty. Yes, you are thirsty for deeper connection, and I satisfy that thirst. Draw from my wellspring, for the water I give quenches every longing. Have you grown tired? Let me renew your vigor. Are you anxious? Let me be your sanctuary of calm. Are you wounded? Let me restore your soul. I want you to flourish, not just survive. I long to see your eyes shine with the brilliance of renewed hope. My banner over you is love, and in my presence, you will discover the fullness of joy. When you wake up tomorrow, expect my grace to greet you. My mercies are fresh every morning, perfectly tailored for the new day's challenges. When you open your eyes, say, "Good morning, Lord," and let that simple greeting set the tone. Invite me into your routine, your conversations, your thoughts. There is no part of your day I am uninterested in. I care about your feelings, your frustrations, your triumphs, and your tears. You can trust me with the rawness of your heart, for I know it already and love you still. Keep talking to me, child. I relish every word. Welcome my healing presence into every painful memory. Let my peace sweep through your mind like a gentle breeze, dissolving lingering guilt and unresolved hurts. The nails that pierce your heart cannot withstand the power of my resurrecting love. Bit by bit, I release you from the shackles of shame, guilt, and regret. You are free, dear one, free to dream again, free to believe in second chances. Where you once saw only fences limiting your horizon, I'm constructing gates of freedom. Spread your wings. Let the Spirit's wind carry you to new heights of faith. Each day, come before me with an honest reflection of your thoughts and feelings. I'm not offended by your doubts or fears. Rather, I see them as portals through which my power can manifest. Let me rewrite the chapters of your life that were once inked in darkness. I exchange gloom for songs of deliverance. When you feel weary, kneel in prayer, reorienting your soul toward my endless supply of hope. Breathe out everything that weighs you down, and breathe in my courage, my warmth, my life. You are stepping into a destiny that defies ordinary limits. Your family needs the strength I instill in you. They look to you, some silently, some openly, as a source of reassurance. Even the smallest among them see you as a pillar of stability. Let them witness how my grace uplifts you. Let them learn from your example of dependence on me. Respond to their needs with patience and empathy, anchored in the knowledge that I am your source. If conflict arises, remember I have overcome the world, so do not let strife erode the unity I cherish for your household. Pray over your home, anointing every corner with my peace. The enemy nearly convinced you that you were powerless, worthless, a mere shadow drifting through life. But I declare you are significant, my craftsmanship. I entrusted you with gifts and talents, seeds to be planted in the field of humanity. Look around. See how many stand in need of hope, in need of my touch. Extend to them the comfort I have so abundantly given you. Child, your life is a channel of my blessings. Let no lie of the adversary muzzle your testimony. Speak forth my truth. Shine as an example of redemption, of possibilities made real by faith. Yes, you once believed your heartbreak was final, that no remedy could ease your ache. Yet here you stand, heartbeats still strong, life renewed by my intervention. So now, let gratitude bud in your spirit, blossoming into unwavering trust. If I saved you once, I will do so again. The stories of heartbreak become testimonies that embolden you to serve others. Embrace each day as a fresh gift, an opportunity to showcase my transforming power. Reject the lies that chain you to old pains. You have soared above them, under the covering of my wings. See how you are once again, singing the melody of life. Even the hidden shadows tremble at the mention of my name. When you speak to me daily, we grow closer. I am the vine, and you are the branch. Stay connected to me, and your faith flourishes like a well-watered garden. Lay your burdens on my altar each morning, trusting I will handle them with precision and compassion. The path that once seemed impossible becomes clear, and the horizon that once appeared dim glows with the promise of my goodness. My beloved, you are not journeying alone. Tell me everything, no matter how mundane or intense. I hold every confession close to my heart, never betraying your trust. Unburden your fears, release your anxieties, and in return, receive my all-encompassing peace. This is the daily exchange I offer. Your worry for my serenity, your sorrow for my joy, your emptiness for my fullness. Is there a need for anything more? I am the source. My children lack no good thing in my presence. Let each fresh morning be a celebration of the closeness we share, a reaffirmation that I, your loving Father, walk by your side. If tears persist, let them flow, but do not let them define you. My healing works in layers, revealing deeper wholeness with each moment you draw near to me. Pain does not disappear overnight, but my grace is sufficient for each day's challenges. My spirit navigates your soul, highlighting the areas still in need of my touch. Allow me unrestricted access. Let me refine you, shaping you into an even brighter reflection of my glory. Raise your hands in acceptance, trusting that in surrendering to me you discover your truest strength. Your existence holds far-reaching purpose. Age, status, or circumstance do not limit you. You are timeless in my sight, carrying seeds of blessings that can sprout hope in dry lands. Rise up and survey the field I've placed before you. Family, friends, strangers seeking answers. The enemy has tried to stifle you, but I declare your voice matters. I'm unveiling new facets of your identity in me, equipping you to love more deeply, to stand more firmly, and to trust more boldly. You are not merely surviving. You are thriving, nurtured by the unstoppable power of my grace. Where bitterness tried to poison your perspective, I pour out living water, washing away all resentment. The illusions of worthlessness dissolve as I remind you of your priceless value. Listen, child, to my unwavering encouragement. You are precious, and I have chosen you for great things. Let your prayers be unceasing. Let them cultivate new hope. Follow my directions with confidence. I guide you along every turn, every intersection. Yes, you will face obstacles, but with me you rise above them, not through might or cunning alone, but through the unstoppable force of abiding in my love. In your memory, recall that day when life felt fragile, when a single breath of hope changed the atmosphere. You received my word, recognized your missteps, and repented sincerely. That prayer, oh, it soared into the heavens, stirring joy in the angelic realm. Now, with your faith steady, you persevere, forging ahead through life's numerous challenges. My presence is your daily shield. As hidden anxieties surface, do not ignore them. Speak them out to me. My power thrives in honest communication, releasing you from the oppression of silent burdens. As your faith expands, each new day welcomes the sunshine of my favor. Yes, my love is dynamic. It transforms. You see it in how your perspective shifts from one day to the next. If moments of restlessness remain, know that my arms are open, ready to embrace you again. Your prayers are not in vain. As morning light bathes your room, let a song of gratitude escape your lips. Reflect on the countless mercies I have granted you. Worry less about trifles that will never materialize. Place every concern into my capable hands. You are safeguarded by the King of Kings, lacking nothing. Refresh your spirit by trusting, my God is enough. Align your mind with my promises. Quiet your heart wherever you are. Perhaps you sit on a couch, ride a bus, or stand in a hallway. Close your eyes and sense my nearness. Offer thanks for your blessings, family, friends, a place to call home, the air filling your lungs. Gratitude unleashes my joy, which saturates every corner of your being. Your requests, made from a posture of trust, touch my heart. Whenever you utter them, remember, my angels are constantly at my command, assigned to protect, guide, and bring answers to those who seek me in faith. They move swiftly, eager to fulfill my will on your behalf. Thus ask with boldness and sincerity. Fear not a lengthy list or a seemingly small detail. I cherish your honesty and delight in meeting your needs. If ever a day dawns when you feel you no longer require my counsel, it would signify a sorrowful drifting of your heart. Pride would overshadow your connection to me. Therefore, keep asking, seeking, knocking. I stand ready to shower you with the finest harvest. From the depths of my abundance, I will supply honey from the rock, sweet nourishment for your soul. I fling open windows of heaven, unveiling blessings that overflow beyond your imagining. Activate your faith. Give no foothold to unbelief. Mountains of sorrow can be moved, chains of malice broken, addictions shattered. I desire for you the blessings of kindness, generosity, and encouragement, treasures that will elevate your spirit and benefit those around you. Even if it seems absurd, voice your deepest petitions, so long as they align with a purpose that blesses you both eternally and in your earthly journey. Remember that my love and my timing are infallible. While you wait, be at peace, trusting that I orchestrate all things with divine precision. I observe the tapestry of your life, like an artist examining a masterpiece. Every thread, your emotions, your aspirations, your tears, forms a pattern in my sight. I understand your essential needs and your hidden longings. I see your tears before they ever fall, and I move to catch them in my hands. When despair knocks at your door, recall how I kept my promises in your past. So too will I remain faithful in your present and future. Indeed, there was a day when loneliness gnawed at your soul, and you cried out, "Where are you, my God?" Today, let me remind you, I have been at your side all along. I send subtle signs, gentle nudge after gentle nudge, to reveal my abiding care. If I spoke more explicitly, you might be overwhelmed, for my glory is immense. Yet, as you grow in devotion, I disclose deeper layers of my truth. Pray daily, and you will sense my closeness in ways both subtle and significant. I am your Father, and my love is flawless. I do not lie. I do not fluctuate. My heart is set on you, longing for your wholeness, delighting in seeing you flourish in the life I have ordained. Each morning, I continue to speak words of encouragement, seeds of love that multiply hope in your heart. The stage is set, my child, for a new beginning. Step forward, confident that I created you for triumph, not defeat. Though critics might attempt to tarnish your reputation, their slander holds no weight in my courts. They cannot subtract from the value I assign to you. You are created for greatness, shaped to reflect my character. Let my word saturate your mind, banishing negative thoughts. Let it heal your uncertainties, shift your paradigms, and inspire new dreams. This is how I envision you, radiant, joyful, and victorious. Your journey presses on, guided by the open road of my promises. You will travel through varied landscapes, sometimes uncertain, sometimes exhilarating, but always purposeful. Remain steadfast in prayer. Guard your heart. Cultivate humility, remembering how I have come through for you time after time. Your obstacles will pale in comparison to the grandeur of my intervention. Child, the story does not end with heartbreak or struggle. Your testimony of deliverance proclaims my might, illustrating how I rewrite narratives once steeped in sorrow. By faith each day, you touch the edge of my garment, drawing virtue for another step. State your trust in me again. Lord, I believe you. Let that phrase become the refrain of your life, echoing in your mind as you confront daily tasks. Tuck it into your heart for the moments when doubt tries to creep back. My steadfast love stands as your eternal foundation, your anchor in raging seas. It is no coincidence that you are here, reading these words. I orchestrated this divine appointment because I want your heart to absorb my unwavering vow of love. The human mind cannot fully comprehend it, yet your spirit can rest in its assurance. Proclaim this unwavering love, telling me you will hold my hand forever, refusing to let go. Commit to treating yourself with dignity and to remembering the infinite worth I place upon you. In return, I pledge my eternal fidelity. This holy bond I offer you is unbreakable. Neither condemnation nor accusation can invalidate it. Today I step into your life anew, unveiling fresh revelation, awakening dormant gifts, and leading you to new encounters of faith. Prepare to see your home transformed by my presence. That which you prayed for in sincerity with tears and trembling faith shall be answered. My arrival is sure. Your faith, dear one, is the key that unlocks the seemingly impossible. Rejoice as my presence expands in your life, reaching into every corner with healing power. Embrace my love that knows no boundaries. Whether you are burdened by exhaustion, riddled with doubt, or teeming with anticipation, I stand with you, unchanging. My protective gaze never wavers, ensuring you are never truly alone. Your tears have been seeds, and now you will reap a harvest of comfort. My arms cradle you gently, whispering without judgment that you are wholly adored and free to step into the fullness of your destiny. Receive my provision, child, for I supply your every necessity, from food on the table to the intangible needs of your heart. I pour out my bounty. Have confidence in the assurance that I move in ways both subtle and grand. Remain sensitive to my Holy Spirit, who gently steers you. If doors shut abruptly, trust that I am sparing you from paths that would harm you. Continue seeking, and you shall find the gateway I prepared, the opportunity that carries my divine signature. Even if setbacks occur, Remain anchored in my promise that I restore what the locusts have eaten. My plan is to bring you into spacious places of joy. The dryness of your spiritual desert does not intimidate me. Recall the Israelites in the wilderness. I rained manna from heaven, provided water from a rock, supplied quails in abundance. My resources are limitless, your faith draws them down. Lean deeper into this truth. Nothing is impossible for me. The challenges looming over you pale in the brightness of my glory. The cords of the enemy cannot hold you when my spirit breathes power into your bones. Even in your sleep, I watch over you, singing lullabies of grace, ensuring you wake with renewed vigor. Treasure the knowledge that you are fully known. Even the hidden corners of your heart, those unspoken desires and concealed frailties, lie open before me. Yet I do not recoil. I draw nearer, highlighting the sparks of beauty and potential you might overlook. This closeness is not forced upon you. It is my invitation to intimacy. With each acceptance, you discover more of my heart. You glimpse my unconditional delight in your uniqueness and the profound ways I weave your story into the grand tapestry of redemption. Fear not. No sin, no failure, no misstep can overshadow my willingness to embrace you. When others doubt your transformation, do not let their skepticism dampen your conviction. You are no longer the person bound by regrets. When you placed your trust in me, you crossed the threshold from darkness into my marvelous light. The condemnation of the past has no legitimate hold. If ever you falter, remember grace. A grace that picks you up, dusts you off, and sets you forward again. Let your heart remain pliable in my hands, shaping you into a reflection of my Son. In surrender, you uncover genuine liberty. Surrender to my refining fire, and my holiness will burn away every impurity, leaving you radiant. Can you sense the reawakening in your spirit? It is I, the Lord, calling you to ascend the heights. Let my words resonate like a trumpet, declaring that your tomorrow is filled with my goodness. Others may see gloom and speak defeat, but you carry the clarion call of victory. Speak faith into your environment. Let your words be an outpouring of my truth, an antidote to the cynicism that pervades the world. Do not hide your joy, for it is infectious. A beacon drawing weary souls to the wellspring of life I offer. When you wonder about the next steps, turn to me with confidence. I will guide you. My light will illuminate your path, revealing hazards and highlighting safe passages. I lead you not into confusion, but into clarity. Listen for my quiet voice in prayer or the counsel of godly friends. Test every word against Scripture, for my word is your unerring compass. Wait patiently for confirmation. My timing is perfect, never rushed, never delayed. Those who wait upon me find their strength renewed, rising like eagles, soaring above the storms that swirl beneath. Now, child, soak in my presence. The hustle of life is incessant, but here in this sacred pause, your soul breathes freely. Let my peace saturate every cell in your body, every corner of your mind. My spirit floods you, lifting anxieties. Life is not a race to outrun trials, but a walk with me through them. I sharpen your vision so you can see glimpses of my glory around every bend. Keep pressing forward, keep trusting, keep worshiping. Know that I delight in your heartfelt devotions. As we draw close to the end of these words, let the final note be a triumphant proclamation. You are loved, chosen, protected, and empowered. Do not let any fleeting voice or circumstance convince you otherwise. You carry the fragrance of my presence, the mark of my goodness. Spread it wherever you go. Share the good news, shining my light in every crevice of darkness. My angels accompany you, my spirit empowers you, and my promises uphold you. So go, my beloved, and navigate this day in confident assurance. My love is your banner, my grace your guard, and my voice your comfort. My angels surround you, and my miracles pave your way. Remember, my child, whenever you call, I will answer. Whenever you seek, I shall be found. Continue in faith, abounding in hope, and watch as I unfold the extraordinary in your life. Be blessed, rest in my peace, and carry forward with unwavering courage, for I am with you, forever and always. Amen.